It's Madden NFL 22, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Raiders and the Saints, and it's coming up next.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Las Vegas Raiders and the New Orleans Saints. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from the Superdome. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it is permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber that runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Now Brees. Thomas has got it. Complete. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. A great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now they try the right side here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Brees on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. So the Raiders backed up here to begin their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Allen. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
They were just trying to give their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now a carry for Allen. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Call it a pickup of 3 and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And taken at the 46. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Brees. He finds his man, complete. It's Bush. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brees.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Brees now on first down. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Brees. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
So that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Into the red zone, it's Brees. Dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 7 yards away. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Out now following the touchdown to kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. The drive starts with a run by Allen. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll run on first down. Allen. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Allen's got it complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now Allen. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Time rolls around. Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. 2nd and 9 now. That's caught out left side by Casper. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Christensen. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Time to go to work. Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Second and 2. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! From 6 yards away. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now Bush on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. On first down, Brees. The connection made. It's Graham. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Brees now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Chandler. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On play action, it's Brees. And that's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Brees. Throw left side, complete. That's Chandler. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining.
Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep over the middle.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. To it in this third quarter of action, taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
2nd and 1. He's got Casper over the middle.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On play action, they'll throw. This is Reese on the ground. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
It's a gain of 10.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Raiders.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They're going to look to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Complete to number 81.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They'll run. This is Allen. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point attempt to come here. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Brees going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Chandler. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Brees. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brees. And Graham's got it over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Brees going to try and throw on 3rd down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now, Brees again. He finds his man, complete. That's Chandler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Brees now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Chandler. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Play action, Brees. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick here is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off. Because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. And he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position. And they'll be on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, Allen. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They stay on the ground with Allen. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. It's Allen, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run, and the Raiders add 6 to their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Important extra point up and through, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. Brees to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
First down now, but that clock rolling. To throw is Brees. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bush. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
Now Brees. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw, Brees. He finds his man complete. It's Chandler. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
He's back to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
Back to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now one more shot at it. Obviously, again, they've got to go for the end zone.
Well, we've seen it happen before. How about Aaron Rodgers throughout his career? He seems to pull it off about every other week. But if I'm the defense, I'm rushing the quarterback and making him move away from his throwing arm. That makes it a little bit tougher to get it downfield.
He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.